Hi everybody, welcome to Raising Super Potato. So today we're going to King Edward Hospital, okay? And I was preparing like picking food for Super Potato. I try and pick something that's easy for her to eat, like easy to feed, and not too messy because of course we're in the public space. So I think I put here cereal, yogurt, juice, and then I picked some snacks like chips for her. And with the hospital, guys, you never know how long we're gonna be there. Sometimes it's in and out, and like 2 hours you're done. Sometimes it's a long day, and this one was a long day, but I'm still tired from it. Then here I was trying to catch up with my work, and I had done 2 videos in the morning, and I needed them to download from StreamYard so I can upload to YouTube. But then I remembered I had work emails to answer, so I was trying to do that at the same time because I am on leave, but still attending to some things through email if it's urgent. Okay. Then you guys, I wanted to mention I'm able to do things the way that I'm able to do them because of course I do have help, you guys, and I know a lot of the parents don't have help, and so I'm able to focus on work and stuff while Aunt is getting Sipo ready, which is like a blessing, honestly. So she will be bathing with Sipo, feeding her breakfast, choosing her outfits, packing her bag, while I make sure that I am focusing on work. Also, it makes me have somewhat of a normal experience for a mother of a 13-year-old, in a sense that if Siposeto didn't have the condition that she has and we were preparing to go to the hospital, for an example, I would just wake up and tell her, make sure that you bath and get dressed and eat something so that we go to the hospital. So I wouldn't physically have to do those things for her. So when you have help, you sort of kind of get to have that normal experience where you can focus on yourself while at the same time that she is going to be ready when it's time for you to go, you guys. So I do recognize that I'm very lucky that I have that. So we're going to the hospital. Suppose that is the one that will be coming with us, and the aunt is not coming. And that's another thing, you guys, with hospitals that we've had to I guess accept that they just don't understand why we all three of us will need to be there when we take people to the hospital. Nobody understands that, but yeah. So it's only me and her dad that's coming. So auntie there was ironing the outfit, and then we were ready. Actually, I was ready before
This is me sengiredi lana ukuthi no
because the other two
seziyasha
people
manje
we still
siyahamba
bangazi noma bebefake makeup or what. Then we had to pick up the stuff, and supposed that was
things up
helping
now
us
in
with
the
picking
car.
of the wheelchair. One of the many reasons we need that in our journey to raise these angels. So imagine, you guys, who will be lifting up this wheelchair? But I know many parents, you guys, that have to do it themselves. You make a plan sometimes, but I am very lucky that he's always around and helps us with packing up. Okay, the physical work, you guys. So then when we got ready, then we packed Sipo in the car. That sounds bad to say pack Sipo in the car. We got it inside the car too, and we were ready to go. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to Raising Sipo Setu. It's me and Sipo Setu here. Today we're going to vlog our appointment at King Edward Hospital. As usual, you guys, it's not our date, but we did call to make arrangements to come today. Hey, lipstick anyway, you guys, so yeah, it's our appointment today. Okay, it's almost 9:15, and you won't even believe that we've been up since just after 5 in the morning, because there's just so much to do, to prepare to get out of the house. But we're here. Sipo, how are you feeling? are you feeling? Are you comfortable vlogging today? You look like you're not sure. Yeah, you guys, so we're going to vlog that and we'll see what they say. And yeah, it's just a normal checkup, nothing much. Nothing is wrong with Siposetsu. Normal checkup, get the medication too because we've run out. Because our appointment was long past, but yeah, hopefully they don't do that thing of why didn't you come? Why ungazanga? Hey, you know the people that ask a lot of questions. Anyway, yeah, you guys, let's see how this day goes. Should I remove it? Okay. I moved it. Akafuni ngembambo Sipho phela I'm so used ukuthi ngembambe kanje manje akafuni sisters you grow now udinga ukubanje uyabona kuseceleni ngikubambi phela ngithawufuni angithawufuni sekwenzekeni siyafika-ke esibhedlela. This is us basically arriving at King Edward Hospital. Normally we are allowed to use the emergency and /casualty entrance so that we will be able to offload her from the wheelchair, but guys, you know, our government hospitals in that case we always have to convince them we are supposed to come that side, and because it's easier to get in with the wheelchair from that side, and the security is for a long time before Basfulele can get in. I was even thinking that if you were in an emergency situation and you needed medical help in the car, I mean, you could even lose your life while you're waiting for them to just open the gates. Okay, so we waited there, and they were still dealing with someone else, answering someone else's question. We thought this guy, after he spoke to this lady, he was actually going to open the gate for us. But the way they're so slow, without even coming to the car and asking us why we wanted to come in, he just closed the gates. So he closed the gates until Super's dad had to go and tell him why we were there. But guys, why would we just drive the car and stop in front of the gates if we did not need to get in the hospital? This is what he does. He closes the gates. Guys, he closes the gates. So we had to explain. Then later on they did let us in, you guys. So yeah. So then we had to offload to put her on the wheelchair and all of that nice stuff. Okay. And I think one of the security guards there, the lady was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, mostly got the room of gates in time. Anyway, you guys, we're so used to how people are in hospitals, we don't actually take it personally. You know, I try and respect people when they're doing their jobs, even though it's hard sometimes to understand how they do their jobs. Okay, maybe even in my job people don't understand how I do my job, but that's the reality of life. Super was very excited this morning, you guys, but we didn't know we were about to have the longest day that we've ever had in the hospital. Because we waited and waited, you guys. I mean, not at the gates. I mean, when we finally got to POPD, they call it the clinic. Yes, you guys. So here we're waiting for Dad to offload the chair
and I put it together. And then but Sipo was so impatient. Was so impatient. Hey guys, English. Was so impatient here because she just wanted to get out. She has this independence thing now where she doesn't really want to be helped or held. And sometimes I feel like in her brain, she really doesn't know what she can manage for herself or not, but she just knows that she doesn't want you to do it. So finally, you guys, we got in the hospital, got the fine, and we were off to POP. King at that hospital, you guys, is a really nice clinic, a kids clinic. So they still allow support to be there. So we're supposed to go to the adult section from 12, from the age of 12. But they decided to continue in that clinic. So today also because she just turned 13 last month, we thought that maybe she was going to stay there. They did mention it, the nurses did mention it. She's not actually supposed to be at the kids clinic anymore. But then when the doctors didn't say anything, I guess next time we'll go home. Okay, I'm not looking forward to going to adults. I think it's usually more overcrowded. And also, guys, I do think that something that hospitals need to consider when it comes to children with disabilities, especially when it has to do with like mental disabilities or because let me explain why I say that. When people say to was maybe probably 7 years old, and they had said that her brain is like that of a 7 month old. So now I don't know if they consider that at all when it has to do with whether she goes to the adults or the kids clinic. So but they say that after 13 the child has to go to the adults clinic. Yeah, it's something that is interesting, but I'm not looking forward to that, you guys. Maybe when they decide that she's going to go to adults, then that's the day that I'll decide to use private services, because we do have that option. I just opted to continue using King Edward Hospital because the doctors were so good there, and also they had all of her history and stuff. And you guys, everything is free. Okay, we get the medication. Baclofen alone is like what, almost 400 rand, just like what, 30 pills, and we get to get them for free. So why wouldn't you do that? So now we're in the hospital. Hey, the wait started, guys. The wait started. One thing about children, you guys, is that unlike adults, wheelchair, they will come and look at it. They want to push it. They want to climb on it. A lot of the times when kids can speak, they will actually ask you questions about the wheelchair. They will ask you, why is she on the wheelchair? You know, where did you get? They will say it's imoto. You know, why is moto? Why is moto nyakhe? Why angazihambeli? I like kids for that reason, because they will just ask questions, whereas adults, they usually just stay. Okay. Listen, as much as it wasn't that full at the hospital, I think there was like 10 people in front of us, but we waited, like we left the hospital. I mean, I think way after 2, you know, and we waited when we got there at 10 a.m. At some point, the doctors all left, and then they said they don't have a doctor to see. They're waiting for another one. Whole thing, okay. So we stayed there. Koshani isikhathi selunch sipho wilder. And yeah, here she had already been measured. They took her BP. Everything is normal. We're just waiting to see the doctor here. This is another thing, you guys, that I don't think that they think about in the hospitals. When you go to the hospital with somebody in a wheelchair, you sometimes you need more than just like two pairs of hands. And previously, we've been able to go with the auntie to the hospital. I think after COVID, then they started changing where they were like, she can't come in with more than two people, because if you look at us here, she was already tired of sitting in the chair because we had been waiting for more than 2 hours. Her dad had to sit there and be on the queue because we have to be on the queue. So we were sitting on the side. So now she's tired of a wheelchair, and I have to first just for entertaining her so she doesn't get so much like agitated. So I'll put her on my laps, I put her on the chair on the side. So now in this situation, this is where having auntie with us will help, because I was tired too. So when I'm tired, I will give it to her, then she will get tired, and then I will take her. But now we didn't have that option now. It was me and her dad. So we had to swap around. So he will be in the queue while I'm handling her, and then I will be on the queue, and like vice versa, basically. So yeah, it's very challenging when it gets to this, because it's not like you can just put the blankets on the floor and let her lie down or something, or sit with her on the floor. It's in the hospital. At the same time, there's no consideration in terms of the queues. There's no, you're not a priority. If your child is not sick and on the wheelchair, they don't really take it as a priority. I have used that previously, you guys, where she gets tired and I have to go and say, listen, like, she cannot take it, and can you put me in front of the queue, just because unlike other kids who are running around, she can't do that. She's tired. She's been sitting on the chair for long. And there's been other times when nurses would be the ones that would volunteer to say, she can go to the front. But I try not to use that all the time if I can wait, because I know other mothers also have sick kids. They also want to see the doctor as soon as possible. But definitely at times I've been like, you know what, this is not working for us. Could we please be put in front of the queue? Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. I mean, if you find an unreasonable person, they will even suggest that you book another date. And I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm already here. It's already hard enough for me to get to the hospital. You can't be telling me to book another date because my child is tired of sitting in the wheelchair. What if she gets tired of sitting in the wheelchair again next time? So what do I do? So yeah, but I'm also forgiving sort of in those situations, because I know that the challenges are not understood when you're not in that situation. And I probably most likely wouldn't understand the situation if I wasn't in it. So I mean, I get it. I guess I get it. Why do you want us to make you skip the queue? I mean, your child is okay. What's the rush? That kind of a situation. But yes, you guys, we did manage though to keep her happy. I mean, at this point, she already needed a change of nappy. What if I was home? I would have had to change her nappy. But I just thought, let me just wait until we're finished, and then I can change her in the car, because number one, the changing room, it's like a baby's changing room, it's amazing. Even in institutions like hospitals, they don't think of such things. Like, I have a 13-year-old that requires a nappy change. I can't change her in the baby changing room, because the baby changing room has that smaller nyana bed and it's too high. It's not safe for me to be there. That's one issue. But another issue, the smell in that bedroom, I don't think people actually take out those nappies that mothers store in the bin often enough. So I was like, if I can avoid it, I will avoid it. That's what I ended up doing. Actually, I ended up waiting to change it in the car just before we went home. Akutheni manje sifike ngo-10 phela njengoba kuyoshaya u-2 1:30 manje sifike ngo-10, kodwa bazokubuza ukuthi ufikeleli late, ufuna nje ukuthi uzohlala nje kuze kushone ilanga. Ngoba ngumkhipho manje cha solo hayi mina ezami esengifisa ukuyikhipha. We're dancing on our way home. Ayishemi. Bese cika nawe Sipho. Lento ye-AIDS inkinga manje onesi abayenenkinga nayo, kodwa uma sifika kudokotela phela bengithi namhlanje indlela akhulume ngayo, hey baby, lento yokugaxa uthawula kodwa uyali. Bengithi masifika phela kudokotela, udokotela zoba uthi hayi no, akusafanele abela.